Hey guys, this is Ryoka, another video I made. If you haven't noticed, I haven't been updating any trade binder videos. It's because my cards were stolen from me. So I am now on a budget type deck running FTK frogs, and there's some people out there that call themselves the Frog King. Well, I guess here's the new one. So here's my deck build. I run 3 Substitoads. Main searcher of the deck, the key to start the FTK, the 3 swaps, just to go along with the Substitoad and to send the Ronintoadin from my deck or the field to the graveyard, 3 Unifrogs, because they're frogs, and if I haven't had the FTK set, but I still have a few frogs on the field, I can use them to attack directly and then destroy backfield, so it's like MST for each attack, so that also helps out to clear the backfield. Then 3 Poison Draw Frogs. I have learned a new combination with this deck. If you use Swap Frog's effect while this card is on the field to send this card from the field to the graveyard, you get its effect because you don't miss the timing unless, and if you use the Substitoad to do the same, you miss the timing, so Swap Frog gets you the extra card, and it's just a really good way around it. So here we go with Treeborn Frog. Just sorry, bless you guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Treeborn Frog just while they're in the graveyard, just to have a defense and just for sending out because it's frog anyways. 2 Submarine Frogs. A good beat stick, depending on the defense and stuff. 2 dupes. I would run 3, but it seems like too much of an overkill for me. I run 2 because I would just get 3 cards on the field and just swap them out and just have these for the Dupe Frog lock. Whatever. So I have 2 flip-flops just because their effect is reusable constantly if you keep it alive, and they have a lot of frogs on the field. So Stardust, go back to the hand, so basically back to the extra deck, stuff like that. 2 Ronintoadins, because you will now face decks that run 80 crows because of infinities, so having 2 is a great idea. 2 Death Frogs, just because, again, it's another frog. Belze Frog, I don't know how to say it, whatever, Bezel, it's another frog. So now we have the Fishborb Blaster, because if this card is in the graveyard and you want to send more cards from your hand, like frog cards, to the graveyard, or Ronintoadin because you haven't been able to use the swap engine, then it's a great idea because you can just discard cards to special summon this and then mass drive the same card and keep doing it until your hand is empty from frogs and you have enough cards to start the FTK. So now we go to the spells. I run 3 mass drivers. The sole purpose of this card is just to get the FTK started, just get it on the field. 3 Moray of Greed, draw power, to recycle your hand. You send 3 basically because this goes to the graveyard and 2 other water type cards, and you draw 3. So you have your 6 cards in the end, or your 5, depending on what turn you started. So we got 2 salvages, 2 salvage, just to recycle some water. So basically, if you have a few cards you need from the graveyard, just bring them back. 2 hand destruction. Take note, most of these cards, all of these cards are commons except 1 swap, or 1, Treeborn Frog, and then the 3 Substitoads, and then the 1-for-1. But we have card destruction. Then we have a 1-for-1 to get the Substitoad on the field. A Heavy Storm, a Giant Trunade, just so you don't have to deal with your opponent's Starlight Road, because you know they will run it. What else, right? So, Giant Trunade and a Heavy Storm right there. And my last but not least, 2 trap cards, because a lot of people are now running the 3 DD Crows. You are now going to want to start running these. it's time to bring old school back into this new meta deck, which they are called Heroes Rule 2. They're counter trap cards. And basically, it's negate the activation of a spell, trap, or effect monster's effect that targets a card or cards in the graveyard and destroy it. So DD Crow won't work, and Solemn Judgment, things like that to get rid of your FTK. So this is Ryoka with this new Frog FTK build. My version of it, I like it a lot, and I'm going to test it out at my next local. I've tested it out with my friends at school, and pretty much unbeatable. Even if I don't get the FTK in the first few turns, in the end, I end up like blowing up the field. So this is my new meta deck. I should now be called the Frog King, but let's let other people decide on that. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy my deck list and my deck build. So thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you have any comments on the deck or on a deck list or side deck, I mean for the side deck I'm also running just a card trooper in case I really need it. So like, because then it's just discarding cards from the deck to the graveyard. So Ronintoadins, luckily, stuff like that. But I need 14 more cards to add. This is what I'm running so far, and then I have like a bunch of random cards. I also run Starboy in case I want to switch it from the FTK to the Beatdown, and then the 2 Wetlands, but I don't know where that right now. So this is my deck build. Hope you all enjoy. Thank you, and bye.